I'll start firstly just with the offense overall. Huge step in the last 3 games. 3-point shooting's up for sure, but what are you feeling like everyone's gelling together, clicking on offense so well in the last
game? I think honestly it's starting from the defensive end. We're starting to lock in defensively, get it out quick, push the pace, get open looks, but also just getting out in transition. I think that's the biggest thing for us. We're getting a lot of open threes in transition. And then when we slow down in the half court, there's so much movement that we're having right now. You can't load up on Ant because you have so many shooters on the court with them. So guys are getting exactly the shots that they want. And, it's just starting to come together piece by piece.
For you, your 3-point attempts, small sample size right now, but second highest in your career. What do you attribute to that, the way that you're getting so many attempts?
What was the highest, last year?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it was last year. It's just in the flow of the offense, just trying to be aggressive, trusting my work, knowing that it will, fall at a higher clip. But I don't want to, just because, they may not be falling at the clip that I want or that we want, that, I shy away from taking the shots. Still be a threat on the offensive end. Read the defense. They're still going to fly at me and make plays for everybody else.
8.7 last season, 7.7 this season. So
it's close. It's close.
The last couple of games here, how close is this to the way you guys envision the offense looking in training camp and getting to where you are?
Yeah, I think it's still coming together. How many games are we in right now? 10. Yeah. It's still very early. So there's going to be a lot that changes throughout the year, but for the first 10 games, I think it's starting to come together exactly how we would like, and now you add in wrinkles to different things, and you start adding little twists to different plays and getting guys different looks and switching it up a little bit. And but overall, the basis is if we can get out in transition, I think that's when we're at our best. We have so many long, athletic guys, and when we start on the defensive end and we get deflections and steals or blocks, and we just run. We can put up, 20, 30 points in transition, and, that's the difference right there.
Defensively, when you're on the floor, whether you're playing with Rudy on that end or not, is it any different? Are there different responsibilities and coverages?
You said with Rudy or not?
When Rudy's not on the floor versus when he is on the floor.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit different, just because when he's not on the floor, you usually have Julius and Nas. So you see a lot more switching, a lot more, fanning out, playing one-on-one and guard your yard. With Rudy, he's such a threat around the rim that, we invite you to go down there to him. So there is a difference, but I think, him and Nas both have the capability, and Julius both have the capability to do both, playing coverage and being able to switch. So I think throughout the year, you're going to see a lot of different coverages.
With Rudy, he gets a lot of flack from the social media crowd online and things like that. But sometimes when guys play with him, you really get to understand what he brings and what his value is. What have you learned about what he brings to a defensive?
There's an appreciation of Rudy and what he does. I think it's not. I think there's flack that he gets, and I don't think it's fully warranted. It's just everybody has their own way of doing certain things, and here he's been he's 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. You can't discredit that. There's a way to make him as effective as he is, and from the outside you just don't see it. When you get here, it's very, as a guard, it's very inviting to do that. It's very, you want to be able to do that because he always has your back behind you, and then also. He always is going to run to the rim. You're going to get lobs. You're going to get open for shots. He's one of those guys that he'll protect you on the defensive end and he'll get you open on the offensive end. So, I love playing with Rudy.
Your off-ball efficiency has been so strong. I just wanted to ask how high you prioritize that in your play and how it's really helped.
Just trying to go back to the word aggressive. Just being aggressive off the ball, being aggressive once, Ant or Mike comes off from the keel. Making plays for everybody else. You think score first, and then everything else opens up. Me and Ant were messing with each other. It was, he's shooting the threes like I was last year, and I said I have no problem playing point guard. I'll give you every pass possible. But it's just the dynamic of our team is just everybody can shoot, pass, and dribble. So when you're playing with 2, 3 other guards and wings out there at once, it's just a fun way to play because everybody can do everything.
The common denominator is you both played with Steph. You played with him in the Olympics, you played with him in Golden State, and now your 3-point rates have gone up ever since.
Well, Ant needs to give me back my powers because I'm not making them right now.
Donte, I have one for you. Just we're not on the road with cameras, but the NBA Cup is going to happen in Portland. Your first game, second year of this in-season tournament. What are your impressions of it? What are you anticipating this season?
There's still excitement. I think last year, being the first year, there was so much excitement and hype around it. I don't want to say it was a distraction, but there was a little bit, this year it seems a little bit like, okay, everybody knows what's at stake. There's a little bit more energy behind it, but it's not as much as, it still feels in season. It doesn't feel like it's a separate, it's a separate thing. And I think that's, you work out the kinks after the first year. And I think this year is going to be even better. And I think going forward, it's going to get better every single year.